Hey, I'm Paige DeSorbo, and I'm always thinking about underwear.
I'm Hannah Berner, and I'm also thinking about underwear, but I prefer full coverage. I like to call them my granny panties.
Actually, I never think about underwear. That's the magic of Tommy John.
Same. They're so light and so comfy, and if it's not comfortable, I'm not wearing it.
And the bras, soft, supportive, and actually breathable.
Yes, Lord knows the girls need to breathe. Also, I need my PJs to breathe and be buttery soft and stretchy enough for my dramatic tossing and turning at night. That's why I live in my Tommy John pajamas.
Plus, they're so cute because they fit perfectly.
Put yourself on to Tommy John.
Upgrade your drawer with Tommy John. Save 25% for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/comfort. See site for details.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contrast. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
A mochi moment from Mark, who writes, I just want to thank you for making GLP-1s affordable. What would have been over $1,000 a month is just $99 a month with Mochi. Money shouldn't be a barrier to healthy weight. 3 months in, and I have smaller jeans and a bigger wallet. You're the best. Thanks, Mark. I'm Myra Ahmed, founder of Mochi Health. To find your Mochi moment, visit joinmochi.com.
Mark is a Mochi member compensated for his story.
Hey, I'm Paige DeSorbo, and I'm always thinking about underwear.
I'm Hannah Berner, and I'm also thinking about underwear, but I prefer full coverage. I like to call them my granny panties.
Actually, I never think about underwear. That's the magic of Tommy John.
Same. They're so light and so comfy, and if it's not comfortable, I'm not wearing it.
And the bras, soft, supportive, and actually breathable.
Yes, Lord knows the girls need to breathe. Also, I need my PJs to breathe and be buttery soft and stretchy enough for my dramatic tossing and turning at night. That's why I live in my Tommy John pajamas.
Plus, they're so cute because they fit perfectly.
Put yourself on to Tommy John.
Upgrade your drawer with Tommy John. Save 25% for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/comfort. See site for details.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I don't know if you've heard, but Mint's premium wireless is $15 a month. But I'd like to offer one other perk. We have no stores. That means no small talk. Crazy weather we're having. No, it's not. It's just weather. It is an introvert's dream. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Hello, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Toby.
And this is the Whispering Woods podcast. This episode is all about
The Yule Man and more Christmas stories.
Yeah. Now I've got a Yule Man story, and I'd never heard of the Yule Man, but we'll talk about that a little bit after the story. And then I've got 2 other scary Christmas-themed stories. Got no reviews today. I don't know if there have been any, but normally I get them filtered through on Chartable, and Chartable has closed down, so I can't see them. But if you have left a review and you'd like a shout out, please take a snapshot. Is that called? No, it's not a snapshot, is it? What's it called?
Just a photo.
A photo screenshot.
Screenshot, yeah.
And send it through to the email. It's listed in the pod notes. It's listed in the podcast notes, and we will read it out on the show. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can do so by visiting patreon.com/The Whispering Woods, where we've got a few tiers there. One's £1 and you get a shout out on the show. One is £2.50 and you get to listen completely ad free. And the And the third tier is £4.50, and you can listen completely ad-free and get an extra episode every week. Right, just a quick reminder as well that we'll be having our Christmas break soon. So we've got normal episodes running this week, and then we will be releasing some Patreon content for the next 2 weeks, so there will still be episodes going out. And if you are a patron, you will still get the Wednesday Whispers, and that's on all the tiers. Right, shall we get into the stories?
No, I don't think we should.
Why not? You scared?
Terrified me.
Yeah? It's a bit windy out there. You said to me a minute ago, didn't you? It's like a film out there. It's all windy.
Yeah.
And it is actually a full moon.
Dark and
Yeah.
like,
Spooky.
you don't know who's lurking around the corner.
It's all foggy, spooky, full moon. It's got everything a girl could want.
There could be some geezer around the corner with a top hat.
There could be, but we've got Luna to protect us now. Are you ready for the first story?
Yes, I am.
I have shared this story again from a throwaway and from 2 banned accounts. They'd gotten pretty famous, so I say this from now if you think the story seems familiar. When I was maybe 8 years old, my wee brother and my parents went to our village house for Christmas vacation. And before we start, I should try and give a small layout of the house and area. The house is located up in the mountains, and it's part of a small village of maybe 50 residents. Every house is pretty far away from one another, since they are separated either by forest or olive trees. The house is shaped like the letter L, and at the top of the letter is the only bedroom which had 2 beds and a double bed. At the low part, where the 2 lines connect, is the only door and living room / kitchens, and at the other top, after a small hallway, is the bathroom. The walls are very thick, about 1 metre, and the place is ancient. Now to the story. I could never go to sleep from a very young age. I would be tossing and turning till the dawn, since my earliest memories. Day 1. I've nothing to do in the night, other than play out the day in my head, or find any activity in silence to not disturb the others sleeping in the same room. Usually after trying to sleep for an hour or 2, I would hear the window above my head circling from the cold. I would just stand up on the bed and look at the snowy biome and make scenarios in front of my eyes, childish fantasies. I'm already standing for about an hour when I notice it. Looked like a guy, but I couldn't be sure. He was maybe 300 feet away next to a tree. He couldn't be a person, I thought. He was as tall as the olive tree, roughly at 8 foot, and he didn't have human proportions. And for the 90+ minutes that I was standing, he didn't move an inch. First thing in the morning, I tell my father what I saw, and he told me that it's most likely just the clothes we tie off trees to separate where our land ends. Well, it was far away and dark enough. It could easily be a trick of the eye, but I insisted, and he agreed to take me where I claim I saw this guy. When we reached, there was nothing, and my father proclaimed that there must have been a trick of the eye, because there were no markings anywhere in the snow. Day 2. The day was nothing out of the ordinary. Played around, was with my father when he cut some wood for the fireplace, and had some family time in the afternoon. Since there was no signal in the area to download some movie on the family laptop. At night, the exact same thing. Trying to sleep, but I got up by the creaking sound of the window. I get up very happy, since I was already daydreaming what to play around with. But when I stood up, I froze. There he was. My eyes picked him up in fractions of a second. About 100 feet away, he was standing partially behind a tree. His arms were stretched far too low. His back was hunched, and he was butt naked, in freezing temperatures, surrounded by snow. I decided to have a staring competition with him for a good 10 minutes, before coming to the realization that I must wake up my parents. And I don't want to brag, but I will. I was very smart as a kid, and in my head, I had the irrational fear that this wasn't a human, so I shouldn't treat it as one. I kept my eyes on it and yelled for my parents to wake up. After some convincing, my dad got up and stood on my bed to stare. The second this happened, I almost fell due to the weight shift of the mattress, and I looked down, looked back out, and there was nothing. It had completely vanished, and I got in panic mode. I knew what I'd seen, and even if my father was dismissive, my mother disclaimed the fact that I wouldn't wake them unless the house was on fire. I couldn't sleep that night. I slept after lunch the next day and got woken up by visitors at around 11 at night. It's Christmas Day. Day 3. I had nothing to do with 4 old relatives I had never seen again in my life. So you all can guess what I did. And no, I wasn't playing with my 6-year-old brother. I was staring outside of the window. Absolutely nothing. An hour goes by and nothing. I was trying to find him in the picture. Closing on 90 minutes. I started getting disappointed, and I couldn't stand up anymore. And then I see him. He's walking parallel to the house, about 100 feet away. He came out of the dense forest. I observed him for no more than 15 seconds that felt like ages. And he does a shift, 90-degree turn, and he's heading directly at the house. I get off the bed and yell immediately, "There he is! He's coming towards us!" No one said another word, and they jumped off their chairs and rushed outside. No one even grabbed a coat. I was standing at the door, and after some time I show them where I saw him exactly. And again, not even marks in the snow. Instead of dismissing me this time, no one said a word, and my mother even instructed me to try and sleep. I was given a tea she made, and minutes later, I was sleeping. Day 4. Woke up very late and felt groggy. I didn't want to do much in the day, but after dinner, my mother gave me another tea, and soon I was asleep. I woke up due to the creaking sound made by the window. I stand up, and there's a face at the window. It was him, eyes black and tiny like petals. Mouth too wide, like it's painted on. Eyes way too far apart. Head way too big to be human. He was bald with some facial hair, all white like the snow. I fall back on my bed crying from the shock, and my parents both wake up immediately. They tried to calm me down, and my mother went to make another tea. They wait for me to drink it and lay on my bed, and they go to sleep. 10 minutes pass by, and I can't sleep because I want to pee. I was too afraid to even move from under the sheets. But I thought to myself, I can't pee here, so I must get up sooner or later. I get up and I go to the hallway and hunch down to reach the doorknob. The door is mostly of glass, and you can see very clearly into the small space before the bathroom. But the doorknob is about a foot off the ground for some reason. I open the door, and my head hits something, and I fall back. He was inside the small hall. His shoulders were touching the ceiling, and he had the same frozen face. I couldn't even make a sound, so I crawled out as fast as I could and fell on my brother's bedside cabinet, and this woke everyone up. I looked back, and again he'd vanished. Then I got to the part, crying like any kid would. I was hugged and was told that everything is okay, and my parents said that we'll celebrate the New Year's Day back home. I felt relieved, but getting up, I found something on the foot of my bed, a small makeshift light doll made out of rope. I kept this till I was about 14 or 15, and it got lost after I changed rooms to a bigger bed. My mother most likely found it and threw it away. The story would end here normally, but since I last posted this, maybe 4 years ago, I've learnt something new. At some point, my mother had come in the room during a family gathering where all my cousins were, and I was telling them about the paranormal stories I have from my life. I closed it with this one I've told here, and my mother sat to hear it. Finishing what I had to say, she very casually said that my grandfather had seen the same at the same age, and so did his father. The parameters were always the same. The house is in the middle of nowhere, and it must be snowing. The kid who sees it is under the age of 10, and found a toy the morning after. She'd given me valerian tea because she knew how these stories ended and didn't want me to experience this. And another thing I heard from my last post is, yes, the story sounds like the Yule Man, but I had first written it online at age 13, before he was ever a thing. This thing is a running legend of the area, and it's said that he's a bad omen and an evil spirit, and one kid sees it each year in the 4 to 5 villages around. He's been seen for centuries, and my village has been the centre of many events that I will share if you want. What do you think of that then? It's good, isn't it? Did you enjoy it? What are you laughing at?
It sounds weird.
Yeah, because you can hear everything. Toby's got the headphones on today. I said to him, have a listen and you can hear all the racket you make when I'm recording, and I've got to try and cut it all out. But now he's got the headphones on, so he can hear it.
Hello.
You see what I mean though, don't you? So every time you move, it picks it up.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to this ADHD boy who can't help moving about. Right, so I thought this was really interesting because apparently there is a thing called the Yule Man, and it's like a made-up entity by this collaboration of writers. So they kind of made it up. as the writer of the story said, this happened to them before, and I think they may have published the story before it was actually made up by this SCP, I think it's called. But
SCP-900.
Yeah. Do you know about that, do you?
Yeah.
What is it then?
It's like creature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some weird young creature.
Okay. So it's something that lots of people know, and I don't, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, just me then. But yeah, I thought it was a great story and really good for this time of year.
Yeah. They're all like, they're different ones, and there's like SCP, different like numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, hold on a sec, so I'll check it.
I think they're made in a lab or something.
This one is the SCP 4666. Yeah. But I didn't know anything about it. It's great, isn't it? Collaboration on these entities and stuff for storytelling. I'm guessing that's what it is, but I'll have to have a look into it anyway.
Creatures.
Are you ready for the second story?
Yes, I am.
I had sleeping problems as a kid, and sometimes sleep paralysis. I remember one night watching A Christmas Carol with my family. The ghost of Christmas yet to come freaked me out so bad, the one that represents death, that I made my younger brother, 6, sleep in my bed that night because I was scared. I felt safe with my brother beside me, but he was an extremely heavy sleeper. I was not. I finally drifted off to sleep. Next thing I remember is waking up in the middle of the night. My brother was asleep. I looked over to my left, and there in the corner stood a very tall, hooded black figure with no face, staring directly at this Victorian baby carriage my grandmother, who collects antiques, gifted to me. I pulled the covers over my head, scared out of my freaking mind. I remember my heart racing so fast. Maybe if I don't move, it won't see me, I thought. Then I contemplated running into my parents' room, but I knew it would see me. I pretended to be asleep. Then I felt something sit down on my bed. How? It was the most fear I've ever felt in my life. Then boom, I fell into a deep sleep. I woke up the next morning in a panic, telling my mum what I saw. I demanded she get the baby carriage out of my room immediately. I would not even touch it. She put it in our basement in a storage closet under the staircase. I refused to go in that room while I still lived at home. Even as a teenager, after she got rid of it, I felt so much darkness and evil attached to that thing. It's hard to explain. I never saw the thing again. I wonder who the baby carriage belonged to, and if any children died near/in it. I also wonder how I remember this experience so vividly years later, and what actually happened. I chalk it up to a vivid imagination and sleep paralysis. But I've always wondered if I actually saw a demon angel of death or a lost soul. I'll never know, but hopefully we'll never see it again. So that's another little spooky one there, isn't it?
Yeah, Christmas. When Christmas is creepy, it's creepy.
Yeah, I guess because I love the creepy side of Christmas, though. I do.
Do you know that tune there?
Yeah, Harry Potter?
No.
I know. No?
It's like a creepy Christmas song.
Yeah, but they do play that in Harry Potter.
I don't know.
They do. When they all go into the big dining hall or something, I'm pretty sure that plays. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not the Harry Potter music, it's a classical piece of music, but it is used in the Harry Potter film, I'm pretty sure it is anyway. And I think it's called Krampus, that music, because we've discussed it before, I'm sure. But anyway, I digress. Are you ready for the third and final story?
Yes, I am.
I died last Christmas, but it's not what you think. Yeah, I'm posting this on Christmas because for the last year, I don't know what's been happening to me. This is the truth about what happened to me last Christmas and what happened after. I'm coming online because nobody else in my life believes what I have to say. It all started last Christmas, on December the 1st, while the rest of the world was caught in the grip of the COVID-19 pandemic. Fortunately, my area had only mildly been affected due to a low population, remoteness, and good following of the rules. So for me, my fall had been almost normal, and I was looking forward to seeing my family on Christmas. It was that very same day that my brother arrived with his family to stay with us over the holidays. I said my greetings and we got inside, but something seemed off about him. There was something just not right. Like there was some secret he was keeping, and he didn't want to tell me just yet. I noticed this odd behaviour, but I didn't think much of it while we had a lovely dinner and played some board games. After the kids were all in bed, I finally sat with my brother alone to have some drinks and talk. And I could just tell by the look on his face, something was deeply, deeply wrong. After a few beers, he finally opened up and revealed what was troubling him. During the summer, he'd had a health scare and ended up in hospital and had to have surgery. It was his heart. Doctors found a very rare condition. So rare that I can't name it here, otherwise it would give away my details. Despite being extremely young and fit and healthy, he'd suffered from a heart attack over the summer, and he told me the condition was genetic, so I very likely had it too. After our conversation, I went to bed, but I just couldn't stop thinking of what my brother said. I tossed and turned until I got so agitated that I had to get up and use the computer to make a doctor's appointment. Over the next few days, as Christmas approached, I had that burden constantly looking over me. As the stress of the holiday season ratcheted up, I got more and more irritable, till the tiniest thing set me off. Because always in my brain, I was thinking of this time bomb my brother had sent me. It all culminated on Christmas Day, as I was helping my beautiful wife cook the Christmas nut roast. We're vegan, and everything seemed to be going wrong at one end. The kids were screaming, my cousins were drunk and spilling everything, and the roast was spewing smoke everywhere. Just suddenly, I felt a flash of blinding pain, and like that, I was on the floor. I caught a glimpse of my family standing over me in panic before I slipped away. I woke in a hospital bed in a mildly lit room. It was late on Christmas afternoon. My body felt rough, and my memories of the dark period in between waking up were only vague dreams, like memories of dark shapes and shadows. But they quickly slipped away as I saw my wife on the chair. She looked like she'd aged so much just in one day from the stress. We were talking for a while about how the stress had caused this, how I'd collapsed and been technically dead before the EMTs arrived to revive me. Then she said something strange. about how she was so shocked this has happened again. I asked her what she meant by this. It never happened before, as far as I knew. She replied that it was just like what happened last time. The same collapse, the same revival by the EMTs, the same medical death in between, the same as what happened on Christmas 2020. I spent the last 2 days with a parade of doctors, neurologists and psychologists. They could find no apparent cause for my condition. So after my insistence that the last 12 months hadn't happened started to weigh thin, they simply settled for trauma-induced amnesia. All my life I've trusted medical professionals, but I have to post about this now because I know this isn't rubbish. They're just sweeping what has happened to me under the rug because they don't know what else to say. They said I was wrong. I was confused because of my medical incidents, but I'm absolutely certain about what happened to me. I died last Christmas, and the EMTs brought me back 2 days ago. Who that man is in every family photo of the year between, I don't know. He might have looked like me, he might have worked at my job, gone on my vacations with my wife, and sat for a photo on Christmas morning with my kid on his knee. But the weird, too wide grin he wears in those photos belongs to a total stranger.
Hey, I'm Paige DeSorbo, and I'm always thinking about underwear.
I'm Hannah Berner, and I'm also thinking about underwear, but I prefer full coverage. I like to call them my granny panties.
Actually, I never think about underwear. That's the magic of Tommy John.
Same. They're so light and so comfy, and if it's not comfortable, I'm not wearing it.
And the bras, soft, supportive, and actually breathable.
Yes, Lord knows the girls need to breathe. Also, I need my PJs to breathe and be buttery soft and stretchy enough for my dramatic tossing and turning at night. That's why I live in my Tommy John pajamas.
Plus, they're so cute because they fit perfectly.
Put yourself on to Tommy John.
Upgrade your drawer with Tommy John. Save 25% for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/comfort. See site for details.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I don't know if you've heard, but Mint's premium wireless is $15 a month. But I'd like to offer one other perk. We have no stores. That means no small talk. Crazy weather we're having. No, it's not. It's just weather. It is an introvert's dream. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
I thought that one was really spooky.
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
It is spooky. Now, having been with somebody, George, bless him, and he had amnesia after his accident. If you don't know about it, George, my middle child, fell off a roof last year, and he suffered quite severe head injury. Now, he was in a coma, and he had amnesia. When he actually came round from the coma, he thought he was 2 weeks prior, and he kept saying to Molly, my partner's daughter, he said, "Happy birthday, Molly," because he was 2 weeks prior, because her birthday was like in March, mid-March.
What, like, does prior mean before?
Yeah, because her birthday's on St. Patrick's Day. And George had the accident on the 3rd of April. But he thought, well, he kind of lost 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. And it was, but it was a blessing because we didn't know that he'd even remember anything, our names or anything. So really, it was a blessing. But yeah, I thought that was really spooky. And maybe I found it more spooky because of what happened to George. I don't know. But it was the end line about who was that man then. I just thought it was really freaky.
Maybe lived a whole other life, like a non-real life.
Yeah.
When he was in a coma, but it turns out it was real.
Yeah, it's just a bit of one of those makes your brain hurt a bit.
Like maybe you go to a different place when you're in a coma or something.
Yeah, but he just can't remember that year at all. So he's like, no, It skips a whole year. And he's like, but who's that man in that photo who looks like me? You know?
I know. It's a bit like going to sleep in a day and then waking up.
Yeah, like a year later, and they've got all these photographs of you doing all this stuff, but you've got no recollection of it whatsoever, and you know that person in those photos isn't you. That would drive you mad.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, well, it's confirmed and I've got a twin, and I.
Yeah.
Or someone else pretending to be me.
Yeah, it's just like, it would freak me right out.
I know, who wants to be what? It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's just made me really uncomfortable.
I'm not being funny, have I seen someone that looks like me? I'm battering them.
Okay. What, just for looking like you?
No, like if it looks like me.
If it's you, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna stop and be like, oh, like, what are you, my long lost twin or something? I walk up to him, I spin kick his face.
Yeah, but imagine he was doing a mirror image to you, so every time you hit him, he hit you.
Or I'd just be sound with him. I'd be like, alright, mate.
Don't go bringing him home. One's enough.
Well, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
We will indeed. I'll catch up with you on Wednesday, and Toby will be back again on Thursday. Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.
Hey, I'm Paige DeSorbo, and I'm always thinking about underwear.
I'm Hannah Burner, and I'm also thinking about underwear, but I prefer full coverage. I like to call them my granny panties.
Actually, I never think about underwear. That's the magic of Tommy John.
Same. They're so light and so comfy, and if it's not comfortable, I'm not wearing it.
And the bras, soft, supportive, and actually breathable.
Yes, Lord knows the girls need to breathe. Also, I need my PJs to breathe and be buttery soft and stretchy enough for my dramatic tossing and turning at night. That's why I live in my Tommy John pajamas.
Plus, they're so cute because they fit perfectly.
Put yourself on to Tommy John.
Upgrade your drawer with Tommy John. Save 25% for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/comfort. See site for details.
No one knows your business better than you. So who better to create your website than, well, you. Wix's website builder puts it all in your hands. Create a beautiful website just by talking with AI or choosing from thousands of templates. Customize every detail with simple drag and drop tools and get everything you need to start running business your way. Build more, think bigger, and do it all yourself on Wix. Go to Wix.com.